Hi everyone. I thought it's time that I did a garden tour at the end of summer. We are in the last week of our summer actually, so now's a good time as any. You can see everything's looking pretty sad and tired. Yeah, I'm tired of this summer. I just want some cool weather now. We had such a scorching day yesterday. This morning is a bit okay, but it's gonna get hotter as well. So I don't know. These plants, they're not happy with this heat. So let me just start from here. Goes okay, right? So here you see in the back bed. I've shown you this when I did my agave video, and that agave is here at the back bed. But I want to mention these ioniums. This is the Ionium Sunburst, and I'm surprised that they didn't do so bad with this heat. Ioniums are dormant in summer, and usually they really fry and they close up, but these two didn't close up at all. They just stayed open, and they're so massive. You can see the size. And then my maple. Yeah, so it gets a sort of a fire engine red. Now you can see the ends are toasty, as I said. I think it is ready. I didn't trust myself to grow it. Let's see. Yeah, and the back is looking okay. This euphorbia has grown so much. I don't know if you can. Oh, this it's against the light, so you can't really see it. Yeah, this is a better view. So it's grown so much, and I hadn't realized it until I looked at some old photos, and then I could compare how much it's grown. And these are my Suyon rose, and look at my chubby pachyphyton. It's reaching out this way. I need to propagate this and make a whole bunch of it. I know I mentioned this before, but I have not done that as yet. This lobelia I planted last year, May 2025, and it still went through winter, spring, summer, and still going strong. So it's not growing too big because it's stressed here. And this is my native plant that I put here. Oh, it's getting little buds. Yeah, it's a winter flower, which is good for the birds and the bees. My little makeshift bed here, it's moved. I need to put more soil. You can see how stressed and dry they look. Oh my god, this one, yeah, I think definitely the roots are showing. That's why I need to fill more soil here. That's why it's struggling. The soil just washed off because it's in such a weird position. Sorry, I'm all over the place, but I thought this was a flower in this Tribusha, but it's actually a dried flower from my Gara that landed on it. False alarm. I was gonna say, oh, look how pretty that flower is, but it's not. Okay, let me just do one bed at a time. Just faffing around here. Yes, tired garden bed. These ones are all I need to trim back. This one's starting to bloom for the cooler months, getting ready for autumn. So I need to thin out all of this. I'm going to thin them out, cut them, reset them, and then they will look much neater. So I don't want to do it now while the weather is so hot. I'll wait till it cools down a bit, and then I'll start doing all of that work. And look at the sedum. I was waiting for it to bloom to show you. Like little white stars. How cute is that? They are so tiny. Look at it against my fingers. Oh, it's not focusing. Yeah, look how tiny little stars they are. Yeah, I let this bloom. I wanted it to bloom so we can have one last flush of flowers from this sedum, and then I need to cut it back because you can see once they flower they start flopping over like this. You can see all the stems have fallen out, and there's all the new growth ready for next season. And I did propagate. I told you that it's so easy to propagate. I put it all over. I've got it there, got some here, look, it's taken over there, and I've got it here as well. This one I put in here last year, and it's grown and it's already flowered as well. So it's in quite a few spaces. So you can see it, wherever you put it, it just grows so easily. And you need to keep an eye on it because it can get out of hand like it did at the back. And there my little rescue mammillaria. That one bud is still there, not doing anything. But look at this frilly thing. It's got a flower spike. That's so tall. Let me look at what I didn't mention. I mentioned those to you. Let me just show you these. I need to clean up the space, but these bronze, sedum bronze, what's the bronze delight, I think. Yeah, they do fine. They can grow in really, really hardy. But I need to cut them and set them back as well, and set it also. But I want to mention this old man of the Andes cactus. I bought it last summer, I think. Last summer. No, I think it was in spring, last spring maybe, or autumn. So it's around same April 2025 or so. But it's grown so much. I don't want to touch it because it's dangerous. It's so deceptive. It's got this fluffy top, but just beneath it there are these vicious spikes. I don't know if you can see them. They are so dangerous, and it's grown so big. I need to repot it, and I'm so scared to take it out of that pot. I'll have to put my hands in cardboard and take that out. And then that's my euphorbia doing good. I didn't need to mention it. I'm sure you're tired of me mentioning it. But let me show you this. Oh god, what am I jumping here? I need to really clean up the space. But this is a silver squirrel, and it gets these little bulbs. You can see they're so fat bulbs, like they look like onion bulbs. They need to be off out of the above ground. And look, it's put out babies, and another one's coming there. It gets pretty little purple flowers in spring. But look at the leaf, it's got all this pattern on it. And I've got it indoor in the alfresco area, and I put one out last year just because I wanted it to survive outside and see how it does. So it's adapted. If it grows, it'll fill up this entire spot, which I can't wait to see. So that'll be something different there. I come around here, back around here, and I need to trim this peach tree as well. But yeah, if I come back around here, everything else is doing fine. I need to really propagate this stuff. I did cut up one of these. I cut a stem and planted it here. This bed at the back there. There, and it's grown, so I need to propagate some more. Okay, view from here, you can see my cupressus is doing so good. Can't wait for it to get bigger and spill over the sides. Such a lovely evergreen. And there's more of that sedum here. I had propagated some of the elegance, Echeveria elegance, and put it out here. So that's gonna fill up that spot nicely. I'm waiting for this to flower for autumn. That'll be full white out here. And I did mention this is actually that bully buttons that I have in the backyard as well. So I put one out here and two in the back, and you can see what a difference it makes. Because it's so hot here, these have, struggled. You can see it's never bloomed. I planted it in May 2025, same time as I planted it. I bought it during that autumn sale, and this has stayed this size the entire time, even through spring and winter. And then once in the back grew so massive, I had to trim them back, and they bloomed. This one's never bloomed. It's just too stressed here. And then even my sedum, what you call this, autumn joy, it's so stressed with this heat in the front. So this garden here, this one's also looking very untidy, but the good thing is that my lemon lights, that spike thing is growing. I propagated it elsewhere and it dried up. You can see that little tuft there, it dried up. So it needs a certain kind of spot to grow, and I need to propagate this crassula, yeah, because it gets that beautiful pink flowers in spring, and I'll put a picture of it. It's so beautiful, so I need to propagate it and make more of it. I might put it in the same area because it liked the spot. And this one's looking very tired, Kalanchoe. My little peanut cactus has grown and flowered so much this season, so that needs a rest to recover. And the front bed. Well, let me go back. Right, I want to show you from this end. Yeah, look. This is one of my favorite views. So lovely to look at this little garden. Looks like a fairy garden here. That is the Suyon rose growing nicely now. It's recovered. It used to be so stressed. I planted a few more things down here, same as on the opposite side, that Echeveria elegans, so they can hive together. And then this one I want to show you. This is my Rabusha, which I had inside as well. I propagated this, but it definitely likes more sunlight and needs to be out in the blazing sun. So I put it here. Sorry about this noises, all the delivery vans. So you can see it's growing so fast outside. It likes to be stressed. And that's front bed. Everything's, they're still okay, but they're not that happy. And this euphorbia is just staying here. I don't know what it's doing, but everything still looks so colorful. My fire sticks as well. You can see this, and I think it's good because I don't want a big one. This is fine. It's stressed. It's staying here. It's grown, but it's just not growing fast and bigger. I don't mind it. I don't want this bigger. This is really, the sap is terrible. But let me show you my Indian clubs. It's got spikes for flowers already, so I need to take some footage when the flowers, when it blooms. I need to get some footage to show you what the flowers look like, because I can't even remember. Right, I've just come this side to show you the perspective from the postbox side. Postbox plants are there too. I need, I don't know, I'll think about that. This side, oh my god, I need to fill up soil here because it's just too dry. The sun is too harsh. But that shady lady that I planted is doing good. It's grown so much. This one's not too bad, but it hasn't grown as fast. Also maybe too much applied, but that is doing fine, so I don't mind that. That can grow big and give some shade to this spot. My Stackstone garden bed is so lovely. Looking like it's sunk. The soil just went down a bit. Anyway, I'll pull up some soil maybe there. But my Grevillea, it dried up. It couldn't take the heat. yeah, it's too much I think for it. So I had two, and the other one died. I took it to the backyard to try and revive it. Still, I couldn't revive it. It died. And then this one I left here because it was growing, and it did grow. It grew about maybe 20 centimeters or so, but it dried this summer. Was this yeah, this was its first summer. Yeah, it's too, because it gets like full day sun and it doesn't like it. So I need to think about what I'm going to put here. That is why I have not planted as yet. I was waiting to see what it's like in this garden bed, because I know this Ionians, they are hardy, they are fine. So they survived and did fine here. But since I took them out, I need to find out what grows nicely here before I plant the back row. The front row is all succulents, that's okay. And I've got these hardy dampera, that's a native plant that gets purple flowers in spring, and it's supposed to plant it here so it spills over the rock, and that is fine. They're just looking a bit sad now, but it's not dead. That's the most important thing. It hasn't dried up. And this Gara is doing fine here. You can see it's stressed. The leaves are all orange, but it's been blooming, and I like that little wispiness here. Monkey tail. It's full of seeds from this tree. Oh, this tree has dropped a lot of stuff onto it. So hard to clean this monkey tail. But it's bloomed. I don't know if I took a picture. I'll put the picture on the screen. And I've got one tail which I grow in the side, which I used to have inside in the patio area, but I put it outside on our fence, and it's grown so long. So this one's got so many babies, and it's like one big congestion here. I need to, goodness, I don't know if I should thin it out and maybe take out the long tails and leave just the small tails to come over. But it's so everyone loves it. When they walk past, they stop to look at it and talk about it because of the long tails. So I'll just leave it there. Sun is out, so I'm just going to try and shade it. Maple tree has grown, doing good here, because this tree in the verge has given it some shade, so that's good. Let me mention this stairs while I'm here. There's no cars driving around. Yeah, so the stairs, I haven't mentioned this before, but I want to redo this whole stairs section. Sorry about the light, but I'm going to take out this. We built the stairs ourselves, just Ivan and I, and it was such a big job, and it was fine, and I liked it because we had that hedge that stopped here, and that is why we took the stairs this way. We wanted that angle, but now I need more planting space. And if I look at it, it's going all the way there. If I do the stairs all the way down here, just a stone stairs, then I'll have all of that as planting space. So I need to do that. So that is one project that's on the cards, and I can't wait to start that. I need to we can't do that because the stone that I want is really heavy. I'm going to get someone to come and put those rock stone steps. And yes, there's a overview of the garden. I hope my hand is not shaking. And the grass that Lomandra is so pretty. So once winter comes, all of these trees will lose their leaves, and that at least will have some movement there. And I'm going to go closer, but let me show you my ginkgo. I struggled. My poor ginkgo. It's just, this heat was too much for it. It grew, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want to move it from here, but I'll just have to see if it gets stronger. And you can see my euphorbia amak. It's grown so tall. And the other day I noticed a little baby, another arm is coming out. I'm going to show you the arm. Little arm. so tiny, so brand new. Yeah, so, and this this is a native plant that I planted here, an isopogon, and it gets beautiful pink flowers here. Yeah, so this isopogon is such a beautiful plant, and it's grown now. I'm gonna get lots of flowers this year. I only had 4 last year, and that's an evergreen, so that will have that structure even in winter. And I can't wait for it to get bigger. The leaves, they're a little bit spiky, so the birds will like them. My rock garden here, I planted these in between. They okay. They are so tight because of the sun. But once winter comes, it will be a beautiful light green. And I can't wait to see it. I'll show you again once it colors up as well. And there's my sedum here as well, like a bunch of white fluff. Let's see the garden. Yeah, so everything's doing okay. They're still doing fine, but you can just see they're tired. They are tired. And the Cyberman is here. Let me show you quickly. And yeah, my grass, this feather falls is doing so good. It's put out so much of new shoots, and once it gets bigger, it will be stunning. So at least that will hang down here. It needs a whole space. So I don't know, I might take this out and put another one here to have this entire thing covered with the feather falls. And how pretty once it sways in the wind. When there's nothing else around and everything's still in winter, this will give so much of movement here. While the wind has come to demonstrate some movement. Yeah, so that's the garden, and looks so pretty. That little white patch looks with the flowers there, and you can see my maple. It's still got a bit of red, but yeah, this is the summer color, and then it will change to that beautiful red. Right, so there we come back full circle, and yeah, this was just a tour of this front garden I want to show you, because this is the biggest space. You see in the back, I've just been cleaning there, and so I'll do another tour. I'll incorporate another tour of that when I'm cleaning up the back as well. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I shall catch you next week. So I hope you guys are enjoying some time in the garden and just trying out new things and doing a little bit of pottering around, because it's so much fun when you see them grow and change. And sometimes when you look at them every day, you don't realize it. Oh, there's a plane that's going above here and making such a big racket when I come out to film. So anyway, oh my gosh. Again, I wonder if you can hear it, but every time I try to talk, it's like gets louder. So anyway, that's that bed is doing good. Yeah, and I uplifted all those cacti last year, so I don't know if I'll just leave them. They just need to survive. So yeah, as I said, I will catch you next week. Try to enjoy your space that you have and try something new, and I hope you enjoyed this little tour. So everyone have a good weekend. Bye.